So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this post-match press conference with Team Fiji. On my far right is head coach John McKee, and to my immediate right, Captain Dom Waqaniburotu. Please remember to wait for the microphone. Before asking your question, state your name and who you represent. And we do have remote interpretation, so we may need to slow down the questions accordingly. So, any questions from the floor, please? At the front.
Hi, Stephen Impey from Rugby News Service. What was the difference today, do you feel?
First and foremost, compliment Uruguay on the way they played. They showed a lot of passion and worked really hard as a team and got what was for them a great result. For us, obviously with the short turnaround it was tricky, and although that's not an excuse, it is a challenge. But for our players, we made too many fundamental errors in the game, and Uruguay capitalised on them. If we had been a little bit more patient at times, we maybe the result could have been different. But particularly in the first half, Uruguay really capitalised on errors and three tries from our mistakes, and then we were chasing the game, which put us under a lot of pressure.
Thank you. Question at the back, please. The gentleman standing. Yes, go ahead there. Go ahead, it's fine. Thank you.
Hi, John. Do you feel your team in any way underestimated Uruguay today?
I'd hope we didn't. It was certainly one of the things that we talked about. We knew that for us coming off the short turnaround and Uruguay with their first game in Rugby World Cup 2019, they'd be very focused on this match and see it as an opportunity for them. So it's certainly something that we looked at, and we tried to take the same mindset into this game as we took into the Australian game.
Thank you. Please do raise your hand clearly. Yes, gentleman there, please. Thank you.
岩手銀報社の菊池と申します。被災地も回られたみたいでしたが、東日本大震災の被災地釜石で何を感じながら、そして試合で全力を尽くしていたのかをお願いします。
For us, yes, it was interesting to see what had happened here 8 years ago, and for our players to meet with some of the people who lived through that disaster, but also to see the redevelopment that's going on. But for us that was interesting, but the most important thing for us was the game.
Thank you. Next question, please. Gentleman here.
Hi, Coach. I'm from the media from Chile, also other countries, South America. People from guys from my generation, we grew up believing that the teams from the Pacific Islands are unbeatable. Today, Uruguay made something incredible for all of my region. What do you think is the most remarkable thing that the players from South America has?
This is sport we play, and you can't predict it. You can't predict the outcome, and as I mentioned earlier, like great credit for Uruguay with the commitment and how they worked in the game. They obviously worked very hard for each other, and they got for them, which is, I imagine, is quite a historic result.
Thank you. Gentleman in the middle, please.
共同通信の永井と申します。 マッキー監督にお伺いしたいんですけれども、今日の後半からのボラボラ選手のプレーを見ると、スターターでプレーするに十分なコンディションだったと思うんですけれども、それとも又吉選手をスターティングメンバーで起用した意図というのはどこにあったんでしょうか。それと今日彼のキックがかなり不調だったように感じますけれども、それは何が原因だったと思いますか。
Oh, look. Firstly, around our selection, we always knew from the time the draw came out for the Rugby World Cup that this short turnaround and was going to be tricky, and we've got 31 players here, and it was really necessary to give all our players an opportunity. Obviously, in hindsight, you could say if we did this or if we did that, or if this player played, it might have been different. But yes, today our goal kicking was a factor in the game. I think we only kicked one goal, and when you lose by such a narrow margin, the goal kicking could have made a difference. But there are a lot of other things we didn't do well in the game as well. So you can't narrow it down to one thing.
Thank you. Gentleman there, thank you.
産経新聞の奥村と申します。キャプテンにお伺いします。ご自身はその先発がたくさん入れ替わった中でも中3日での試合でしたが、やっぱり戦ってみてコンディションがきつかったかというのと、去年68対7で勝っている相手ということで、やっぱりどこかに気の緩みはあったとは思わないでしょうか。
Look, I just want to congratulate Uruguay for the win today. They were the better team today, and they deserve the win. We capitalized on our mistakes, and it's a lot of work on that. I need to work on, especially for this game. We need to look back at ourselves, look back at our team, and from here, the only way we could go forward from here. We can't really stick around for the result today. We've got 2 more games coming up, and that's our focus, our next focus.
Thank you. Any further questions? At the front, please.
Again, Stephen Impey from Rugby Youth Service. Obviously, you're going to digest this game, but as you mentioned, the quick turnaround, where does this leave you for the remainder of the tournament, do you feel?
Oh, look, it's going to be challenging for us. We'll be relying a lot on other points now. But for us, we really focus on our match against Georgia in 8 days' time. So that's the only goal for us at the moment is to play well in that match. And firstly, the objective of winning the game, and then if we can, securing a bonus point.
Thank you. I think we have time for one more question if there is one. If not, yes, at the back, please.
お疲れ様です。テレビ朝日の新と申します。ヘッドコーチとキャプテンに、釜石は、日本では、ラグビーの街と言われていて、改めてこの、前回日本と試合やった時と、この数日間過ごしてみて、釜石の人たちの、おもてなしというのはどう感じたのかを改めて教えていただけないでしょうか。
Oh, this is a beautiful region of Japan, and yeah, the people are fantastic, and very very welcoming, and you see the fans out there, the Japanese fans at the game today. A great atmosphere. So yeah, it's a very beautiful part of Japan.
Okay, thank you very much.